What do you know about Seleka in Central Africa? Seleka was a coalition of rebel groups in the Central African Republic, CR, that played a major role in the country's instability between 2012 and 2014. Name and meaning. Seleka is a word in the Sango language, the national language of the Central African Republic, meaning alliance or coalition. Origins and composition. The Seleka coalition was officially formed in late 2012, although its constituent groups had been active for years. It was made up of various mostly Muslim rebel factions, including Convention of Patriots for Justice and Peace, CPJP, Union of Democratic Forces for Unity, UFDR, Democratic Front of the Central African People, FDPC, and other smaller groups. The fighters were predominantly from the northeast of Central African Republic, a region historically marginalized by the government. Motives and grievances. The Seleka rebel groups claimed that the central government under President François Bozize had failed to implement peace agreements and had neglected development in their regions. They accused the government of corruption, marginalization of the Muslim minority, and human rights abuses. Rise to power. In December 2012, Seleka began a rapid military campaign, capturing several towns. By March 2013, they captured Bangui, the capital of Central African Republic. François Bozize fled the country, and Michel Djotodia, one of the leaders of Seleka, declared himself president, becoming the first Muslim president in the country's history. Rule and fallout. Once in power, Seleka forces committed widespread abuses, including looting, rape, and extrajudicial killings. These actions led to massive insecurity and the displacement of hundreds of thousands of civilians, mostly Christians. In response, Christian self-defense militias known as anti-Balaka formed, leading to sectarian violence between Muslim and Christian communities. Dissolution and legacy. Under international pressure, Michel Djotodia officially disbanded Seleka in September 2013. But fighters remained armed and continued to operate. Djotodia resigned in January 2014, and a transitional government was formed. Despite its dissolution, ex-Seleka factions continue to be active under different names and still control parts of the country. Impact on Central African Republic. The rise and fall of Seleka deeply destabilized CAR, plunging it into a civil war that has continued for over a decade. The conflict led to mass killings, widespread displacement, over 1 million people, and the breakdown of state authority. The UN and African Union deployed peacekeeping forces, but the country remains fragile.